to the channel, y'all. This is going to be my first little subject that I'm going to hit real hard on, right? Talk about child support. Me personally, I think child support should be monitored. What I mean is a mother should have to account for the money that she receives on child support. Um, for no reason, I mean, let's think about it. Let's logic, child support is for the child. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it should be monitored to make sure that the money is being spent on the child. You know what I'm saying? Even if you should have receipts that say you spent this much of the child support on bills to keep the lights on. It should be receipts to say you bought shoes. It should be receipts to show hair products, clothing, shoes. I probably said shoes twice. It should, whatever it is, it should be a receipt of some sort to show that that money add up to the amount of child support that women receive every month. You know why I say that? I say that because these women get out here and they got their hair, the wigs, the weave, they got the nails, they got the eyelashes, they got the $300 hairstyles and braids and carrying on. They got the shoes, the new clothes, and then you see your baby, and the baby is all raggedy. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all a story about my own personal experience, right? This ain't no sob story. I'm not looking for no pity, or nothing like that. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna have to take care of some business to get this to put this thing behind me and keep it in a better shape. But anyway, um, I got with this girl. Now my child's mom. Well, some years back, 5, 6 years back, and we ended up with a beautiful little baby girl. Okay, now how I even found out she was pregnant. We ended up breaking up before I found out, or she even found out that she was pregnant. So, because I know how the public can be, I just wanted to stop the video right here real quick just to explain what I mean by raggedy is that my daughter's hair is not done. This day it was actually done. What I mean is, as you see in the picture, her clothes aren't matching. She has on rain boots in 90-degree heat. You understand what I'm saying? But if you saw her mama standing next to her, that it was not the same case. So let's get back to it. How I found out was some people from the job called me it was my old job at that time. They called me and was like, "Hey D, your girl up here backlash you. She said you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't a good baby father and this." And I'm like, "Baby father? How can I be a baby father? I don't even, where's the baby?" You know what I'm saying? So she's like, "She's supposed to be pregnant." And I'm like, "Well, she ain't called me and told me nothing." You know what I'm saying? So that's when I found out that it was another guy right after me. She may have even been cheating on me with this guy. They got together so fast. Okay. So, younger cat. All right. Nothing against the brother, but come to find out, um, I got another phone call that stated, um, from a lady we used to call Mama, that stated that she was definitely pregnant and she was going through some depressions because she wasn't getting any help with the baby. And she knew that I hadn't been informed that the baby was even coming. So she gave me the game, and I said, have her to call me. I didn't have any way to contact her. So finally, some weeks later, I was at work. She called me, and I'm like, "Hey, congratulations on the pregnancy." You know what I'm saying? Just adding up the time, I figured that the baby had to be mine. So she's like, "Why you trying to interject yourself into me and my baby's life?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, that's what a father's supposed to do. That's what a man does." You know what I'm saying? In fact, I heard you was in such a depression state that I'll help you with the baby, take y'all back and forth to the doctor, whatever. I'll help you with the baby, just to help you out. It ain't like I ain't had love for you. Why you all I could do is offer you a DNA test. Stop trying to claim my baby. This is not your baby. She told me this. So I told her, I said, I'll tell you what then. Because I had already received information that the other guy, the younger guy, it definitely wasn't his baby. And if it was, he wasn't claiming it. So I waited for I told her, I said, I'll tell you what, since you're talking like that, I'll just wait for the DNA test. You know what I'm saying? I'll just wait for the DNA test. And we'll just go from there. If you don't want me to be a part of the life, I mean, I don't know what else to do. You know what I'm saying? So I slid up out of there. So all the months went by, man. This is when COVID came out and all that. And all the businesses were shutting down and everything. And one day I get a child support letter that say I'm on child support. And I was in the rears. And I was like, what? This is the first time I heard of this. I started out in the rears. And I remember I said that. I started out in the rears on day one. Now, I didn't mind paying the child support. I mean, that's what a dad does. I didn't care about paying the child support or taking care of my child. But I did feel like it was unfair that she kicked me out of my daughter's life for the whole first year. I did not meet my daughter until her actual first birthday party at her great grandma's house. And so, or her grandma, one of the two. So I was pissed about that she was able just to go down there, put me on child support, and no DNA test had ever been done at this time. I get the DNA test weeks later. They send me an appointment. So I go to the appointment because they put the wrong name on there. Me and my son end up going to the appointment together. We soon found out it wasn't him, so I was there already. I went on and took the DNA test. Come to find out the baby was mine. I was ecstatic. I was happy. Wasn't happy the baby was with her, but I was happy that I got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? And so all of a sudden, now I'm on this child support. Never saw a judge. Never talked to nobody except some lady that gave me the DNA results over the phone. They sent me a letter too. I think she was her caseworker. But basically they was telling me there was nothing I could do. There was no way I could fight it. There was nothing I could do. So my point being is she put child support on me out of being bitter for some stuff that she did that she was responsible for to break up our relationship. Okay? But she put me on child support for it. Her bitterness, her feeling salty, feeling the type of way. And now I can't even see my daughter. She controls the whole factor. I can't see my daughter. They say legally she don't have custody. If you ain't never been to court and got custody, she don't legally have custody. All right? That's what they say. They say you can go over there right now and pick that baby up and take that baby wherever you want to take that baby to, and legally she can't say nothing about it. My thing is, how do I do that? How do I get into the building? How do I get past her opening up her personal door once I get in the building? And then what? Am I supposed to just kick in her house, take my baby, and just walk off like that's not a crime? I mean, I don't care what the law say. It's a illogical law. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, back to the point that child support should be monitored. Every time I see my daughter, she looks like a damn rainbow. You know what I'm saying? I'm always telling my daughter how pretty she is, and she is very beautiful, very beautiful baby. But I'm always trying to, make sure she knows that she's a beautiful little girl. And but yeah, she has on the mismatched clothes. Look like she maybe even got herself dressed for that day. She got on one. She might have on one boot, one sock. She might have on some pink pants with a green shirt. I mean, it's never outfits. Her hair is only done maybe 3 times out of 7 times that I see her, if that. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we first started this And she did used to let me get my daughter. Um, when I bring my baby home to my crib, I'll get her up. I whip her hair up. I start learning how to do hair. You know what I'm saying? And until I learned, I used to pay the neighbors or they would do it for free. Just glad to see a father with a child, and I had a lot of help with her, family and friends, but I always kept her hair done to the point to where she would come home and she would say, "Daddy, I want my hair done." And she would sit there, man. She wouldn't fall asleep. She wouldn't cry, nothing. I had my daughter laced every time. I can show you pictures from how she looked with her mom versus how she looked with me. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I'm gonna do that. If I can figure out how to blur her face out, I'm gonna show you pictures of my baby. Okay, this picture, it was her birthday, and I gave my baby mama and my daughter, her older sister, some money, and they went out and got my baby together. This picture here is a hairstyle that I did at home myself. It was my first time trying it. Put a little beads in there. She loved it. And this picture here is one of my hairstyles as well. One of my more simple hairstyles when I was first learning. But y'all see how my baby's matching in her gear and everything. That's what I'm talking about. When she with me and when she with her daddy. When she with her daddy versus when she with her mom, right? But her mom always fly. You know what I'm saying? Always new clothes, always new shoes, hair in the locks. You know what I'm saying? Chain. I mean, she always fresh. But my daughter is not. You know what I'm saying? And so, my thing is, she complained when I hired a hairdresser. She complained and said that the hairdresser, she just complained about the hairdresser. I don't remember her exact complaint, but she complained about the hairdresser. She took it as a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like I was shooting shade. But I guess she forgot that she had told me I didn't know how hard it was to take care of 2 kids. Well, after I raised 3 boys basically by myself, for years before my other children's mom kicked in and helped me take them to adulthood. I raised them boys by myself. I worked overnight. You know what I'm saying? I made sure they got to school. I made sure they had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I made sure they had their haircuts. I made sure they had fresh clothes, fresh shoes, everything. We didn't have the Jordans and all that, but they didn't have no Payless and they wasn't wearing no Shacks and no Walmart shoes either. You know what I'm saying? But so that to me was just an excuse. But anyway, my point being is, y'all, because I'm running out of time, but my point being is, and I'm going to shoot another video, another segment of this. My point being is, child support should be monitored. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But child support should be monitored. Women and men that pay child support should have to account for that money. That money should have to add up to the T. You understand me? To be sure that money is being spent on these children, because it's too many bitter baby mamas running around here using these kids for meal tickets. It's too many of them running around here. It should be a crime. You know how many people, how many men be on child support for years? I even seen a story of a man that went to jail over a child and then came to find out he been on child support all them years. He got behind on the child support. They sent that man to jail for a period of time, and then come to find out that it wasn't even that man's baby. I mean, the whole child support system is broke. I don't care what nobody say. The whole child support system is broke. It's built just to give women control over a man. And the women, they figured it out and they go use it. I really don't even want to call them type of women, females, women. They females. You know, understand me? Use a child for a meal ticket. That's a cold-blooded, cold-hearted game. What type of mother does that? And like the great pastor Stephen Darby, rest in peace, said, I bet you if the welfare system got shut down tomorrow, the adoption center would be packed the next day. Most of these women would drop them babies off just as fast as they could if they knew that they wasn't gonna get paid, if they knew they didn't have no control over that man with that baby. They'll drop them babies off just that fast. They don't want them kids. They don't love them kids. If they did love the kids, then they would have went out their way to do the best that they could have did to try to stay with the father in the first place. See? Well, we'll talk about that another day too. But anyway, y'all, like I said, like, share, and comment. Make sure y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. You understand me? And you know, and we'll converse back and forth, you know, on that thing. But yeah, I'm gonna shoot another segment. Y'all be looking out for it. Thanks for coming up. It's hollering at your boy Daryl Bayless. This is my opinion, although it's nothing but facts. Understand me.